There's something about creating an island of creativity that brings out the best in people, and I really don't know what it is. You know, people talk about magic, or they talk about something that's ineffable, that they can't put their finger on it. And really all it is the energy and the love of people coming together and feeling free to explore, not just ideas, but creative paths. One of the things that we try to do at Hillside is to create experiences or offer platforms for experiences that are both that of the spectator, where you're watching someone do something magnificent, but also a platform for participation, so people can not only dance, but they can drum, they can make things, they could learn how to play a ukulele and so on. And one of the reasons we do that is because I think that when people are feeling creative, they are more generous. They feel good about themselves, they feel more alive, and that extends to almost like an enlarging of their hearts. So one of the things we do here, as you know, is teach songwriting courses. And so about 11 years ago, we started something called Girls and Guitars. And the point of Girls and Guitars was to try to correct a gender imbalance that there is in the industry, which currently is about 70-30, 70 male, 30 female, or it was 11 years ago. We looked at some of the trends in our research, which showed that male, female children are neck and neck in terms of their appreciation of music and their studying of it up to a certain age, and then girls tend to drop off. And so we thought, okay, well, what's happening to these women? Why aren't they continuing? We started to see that there was a voice that was missing in the music industry that we had tapped into by creating a space just for women to articulate their experience through song. And so there are all kinds of people in that course, and we've run several iterations of it, who have taught me a lot about what it means to nurture someone's imagination and to nurture a voice. Yeah, so Hillside Homeside was put together very quickly, and we didn't have time to sort of look around and see what our options were. We just had time to program it, and we wanted to give people something that would remind them of why they come out to Hillside. We did two projects. One was called 37 Songs for a New World. This is our 37th birthday. And because we see the pandemic as this sort of critical point historically, where it feels like so many things have happened coincident with the pandemic, in that we have reevaluated how we work, how we play, who is in our bubble, what is in our bubble, and I think that there's pandemics, I guess, historically usually sort of mark a kind of paradigm shift where you start looking at the pre-pandemic period differently, and so we wanted to know a little bit about that. What have artists been doing in this sort of pandemic period, and what vision do they have for the future? So it's almost like you're crossing a threshold. You're saying whatever we did in the past we can't do anymore, or we don't want to do. We want to cross this threshold and go into a new world. So what is it about this new world that you're imagining? We want to hear about that. We also did another project called Now and Then, where we took footage from a past performance that was exceptional in some way, shape, or form, and we interviewed the artists about that performance and then had them talk about what they're doing right now or sing a few songs in the present. We really wanted to accent peacemaking, particularly in this time, so we had two contributors who talked about understanding anti-Black racism, and We had a couple of facilitators who talked about peacemaking and managing conflict and that kind of thing. But I feel like, the response that we got was that people really needed it and they really wanted it, but they didn't know how much they needed it until they got it.